Welcome to the Gartner ITSM Hype Cycle in plain English by Aaron Perrott and Andrew Davies. Gartner carry out their ITSM Hype Cycle analysis each year to help IT leaders develop their ITSM roadmaps. The Gartner analysis evaluates the maturity and benefit of trending technologies. We go through the key topics in plain English, explaining how you can benefit.
Welcome to episode 6, where we'll be talking about IT Service Catalog, IT Support Live Chat, and End User IT Satisfaction. And let's start with the IT Service Catalog. The IT Service Catalog presents what IT provide from the point of view of the user. They are typically based on the capabilities and outcomes users want to achieve. This often simplifies request and issue logging from a user perspective. Standard services help ensure consistent delivery, manage customer expectations, control output quality, and reduce the volume of ad hoc requests. So why do we use a service catalog? One of the most important aspects of delivering service to users is ensuring they can simply access what IT do. The service catalog is one of the most critical components of any ITSM delivery. It should identify what IT can deliver from request through to IT. The user can then select what they need, answer the right questions, and begin the process of getting the outcome quickly and efficiently. Typically, the catalog will leverage automation to deliver certain requests from the moment they are either submitted or approved. For example, shared drive access or a new Office 365 account as part of onboarding, both of which can be quickly and simply delivered through automation. The latter example is quite often where the IT Service Catalog starts to expand across enterprise service management, bringing in other services which can be requested through one catalog, allowing end users a simpler process and to streamline the processes across IT and in this case HR. It should also be related to your CMDB to show how users are consuming the services you deliver. By providing a single front door into IT, you can then drive user behaviours and open up multiple channels of communication through the same catalog structure. So how do we do this? The starting point for Service Catalog should be to look at what you provide and how your end users need it. It is important to get the design right. Focus on the top services and the most requested elements. Ensure that the catalog is consistent, both from a layout and an approach perspective. For example, keep consistent images for catalog items. Use the right number of questions to capture what is necessary for a quick resolution. Combine this with a focus on automation to give a reason for the end users to want to consume the catalog. If, as a user, I can get something straight away, I'll use it, as opposed to calling the desk. A well-designed and well-implemented catalog will make a big difference to user adoption. Getting buy-in from the business stakeholders early in any design is important, alongside a good marketing campaign ahead of launch to really focus on the benefits of the catalog. On the IT side, having it fully linked to the CMDB and the internal catalog is equally important. You want to know what is being used and how, and have one simple report across each service within the IT estate. The next topic today is IT Support Live Chat. This allows a user to chat with support through an instant messaging client. This is the preferred channel for many users who want to be able to multitask while an agent is working on their issue. It also benefits the agent who can multitask and chat with 2 or 3 users at once. So why do we use live chat? Well, as mentioned, live chat allows agents to deal with multiple calls, which can reduce the queue via the phone where it's only one-to-one. Equally, from an end user's perspective, it allows them to get help where a phone call isn't possible, for example in a meeting, or whilst they are working on other tasks, or on the phone themselves. It's now typical for a live chat to be an option after an initial triage via a chatbot, which should ideally be driven out of the service catalog we mentioned before, collecting the same questions in a consistent manner. Even without a chatbot, you can ensure agents have access to the same question set and therefore use a consistent method of gathering information for second line to resolve or for the agent themselves to find the right knowledge article or call the right automation. In all cases, live chat can provide a way to control volume into support and improve user SLA and XLA. It's also a great way of finding out how end users describe a problem, which can be fed directly into knowledge articles and keyword searches. Often the description might not be what IT expect, and by looking at live chat data, this can improve IT's understanding. How do we implement live chat? Increasingly, live chat is seen as an option post-chatbot. This is because chatbots have improved, and a change in the way users want to receive service has meant the take-up has increased. Having live chat as an option also encourages users who want to go down a chat route. Regardless of the route, consistency still remains key. You need to make sure agents have access to the same knowledge, questions, and responses as you provide via other channels. Live chat is not a replacement for good level 1 training and knowledge. In fact, in many ways, it's more important to ensure that end users can receive a good service at the time to avoid a follow-up call. It's also important to look at what questions are coming in via live chat. For example, could these become a service catalog item? Or, if it's updates about existing cases, then should it be an opportunity to improve the communications and encourage the use of a single customer portal? This brings us neatly on to the last topic of today, which is end user IT satisfaction. This is about measuring the end user satisfaction with the IT service. This is often a mix of annual IT surveys, surveys post-ticket closure, net promoter scores, and customer effort scores. The results will often feed into the experience level agreement, the XLA. The reason why we do this is to measure the success of IT within the business. You need to make sure that the business and your users are getting what they need and when they need it to allow the business to perform. They are also key in deciding what IT strategies are working and what needs to be updated in order to improve success. Taking this feedback and turning it into a concise ITSM strategy also encourages better communication between the business and IT, showing that IT is listening to the needs and responding accordingly. This can often help initiatives that IT want to run, such as chatbot, service portal, and live chat, which we've mentioned today. By having close and constant engagement typically gets more user buy-in from the business and therefore results in a better success rate. So how do we measure this? Well, it's important to use a variety of measures and approaches to record customer satisfaction. For example, a CSAT is often used to garner quick, short-term feedback, as opposed to a Net Promoter Score approach, which is looking at a longer-term view. In all cases, you need to keep the capture of the feedback simple and either quick or engaging. For immediate feedback, a simple star rating or similar is often the quickest solution. For a Net Promoter Score, making the experience interactive through gamification is much more likely to get a response. Quite often this can be tied into a learning pathway, for example, including it in mandatory training end users need to complete. Regardless of the capture mechanism, it is also crucial to publish findings and results and how IT is dealing with them. By showing the business that IT is listening is the best way to encourage more feedback and make sure it's used. That concludes episode 6. I hope you've enjoyed the content today, and for any questions, please contact hello@ktsl.com.